What's up, guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm back again with another strategy that we're going to be using to scalp, boom, and crash, right? So in this strategy we're going to be scalping ticks, right? So we're going to be using the ichimoku on the main chart and the oscillator on the indicator window. Okay, so it's quite simple. Let me jump into the settings first, and then I will show you what the conditions that you need to enter. Okay, so for the ichimoku, we're going to be using what? The default period, right? This period is the default, right? But you're going to need to what? Change these colors, right? That's what we want. Okay, so take a screenshot of this, right? And that will be it. Then click what? Done. After then setting up your indicators, right? And then for the oscillator, I just add the oscillator and click what? Done, right? So your chart should look something like this, right? If your ichimoku is steers main line, you would have done something incorrectly, right? So for this strategy, we're going to be scalping, as I said. We're going to be scalping what? Scalping ticks, right? Though you can use it, but you'll be only using what? The ichimoku for sketching spikes. But I'm not going to talk about that in this video, right? Maybe later in this video, but now we're only talking about what? About scalping, right? So for our first condition, we're going to want this what? This ichimoku cloud, this cloud right there, to be for sales. This is for sales on boom 500 and boom, right? So for sales, we are going to need the ichimoku cloud to be above the candlesticks. That's the first condition, right? And then it must be above the candlesticks, and it must be what? Red in color, right? As you can see here, is a relative starting from here. Is what? It's above the candlesticks. We'll see in that one. And then for the second condition, I think I talked about with the oscillator for a while right now. I think you all know what it is, and if you are new to this channel, check out the video where I talk about it, right? Okay, but I'm just going to mention in brief what we'll be doing, right? So firstly, we want the oscillator to be knows what only when it's right? So putting this into right here, right? Firstly, the ignorance cloud is above what? Above the single right? Then for the second confirmation, the oscillator histogram, these small bars, they must be below the level of 0, right? So when it spikes, they must not what? Extend over above the 0 level like what it did here, right? It must not exceed what? The 0 level. So here, it did not pass the 0 level. So we'll be scalping what? 5 candlesticks using what? The strategy, right? So here, when it spikes, then this does not exceed the level what? 0 is still below what? Below 0. And when the wait for the oscillator to turn red in color, right? Then we'll enter what? Our sales, right? So we'll be scalping for 5 minutes, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Then that's it. That's what you'll be doing, right? Then here, the candlesticks are below what? Are below the ichimoku. The ichimoku is red, right? But when it spikes, the oscillator exceeds level 0. It goes above the level 0. So we are not taking what is trade, right? Then here it spikes, it's not spike right there, right? And then wait for the oscillator bars, the small bars, turn red, right? After they turn red, for the second bar, we enter our sale, right? 5 candles, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. You are out, right? So that's what you'll be doing, right? Right here, it spikes, right? Wait for each move, turn red, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. You are out, right? Then for the stop loss, right? Then for the take profit, I already told you, right? Then when this Ichimoku cloud, when it's in a strong downtrend, right? the spikes must not cross this cloud right here, right? It will only end inside this cloud right there. Right. Let me see if there's an example. But is yes. Okay, then let me just mention what you'll be doing for your bikes, right? For catching spikes, you are going using the strategy. Wait for the ichimoku. Will not be using will not be using the oscillator, right? We'll be using the ichimoku only, right? When our candles are above above the cloud, right? Candles are above cloud, right? And then this cloud change three. That's the first one. Condition, right? And the when the candles the six enter this cloud that you enter yourself, right? So you first enter your one position, right? And as it goes deeper into the cloud, you get some more position, right? So for your stop loss is when this cloud is broken, it goes the buy trade, right? So that's what you'll be doing here. When the candles first touch the cloud, you enter another position midway, right? And if it gets broken, you exit, right? So here you could enter your position. Let me zoom in, right? So you could have entered your position here, right? So you'll be entering here on this candle, right? So here in our stop loss will be when this red line here on the equinox is broken, it is our trade. So here we could have entered here, right? One position, right? One, two, three, four. And we close after 4 candlesticks. So if you had used if you had used proper risk management, that loss won't be that large, right? So that's what you'll be doing if you want to catch spikes. But the strategy is only for what we are only using this for catching ticks, right? For spikes, I will see if I can make another video when I will find out another indicator that we'll be using on the indicator window to make the strategy to make the entries more perfect, right? So for now, we're only going to be using this strategy for ticks, right? So that's it for this video, guys. If you like the content, like, subscribe and share.